what did you like most about how your season went?
What I liked most about how my season went, personally, I think I got a lot better on both ends of the floor. So I think that's what was good. I think I became a better defender, and I enjoy that a lot. And I have still ways to go. And then offensively, I think just you can see it at career highs in a lot of different categories. So being able to have that opportunity to do that was amazing. And for me, team-wise, I think as the year went along, we got a lot better as a defensive team. And you could kind of see the growth from everybody. And that was fun, and that was fun to be able to cheer on everybody's, success. And even the losses, like being able to learn from them. So I think this year was very productive in what we're trying to do for the future.
Given all that's gone on with you in the last year and a half, the trade, the tragic situation with your brother, the Olympics, you need a break. You need to get away from this a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like a mental break of all the stuff. Right?
Yeah, I've been, even from the qualifiers the year before, so season, qualifiers, season, Olympics, season. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired. So yeah, a little break would be nice.
Did it catch up to you near the end of the last half of this year, maybe?
I won't say it caught up in a bad way. I think I'm very, very mentally tough and have a lot of things in place, a lot of people in my life, in place to keep me going for sure. But now that it's over with, definitely assessing and understanding that I do need that break and that it's going to be good. But, I'm just excited for, honestly, what's to come. A year like this year when, you get to play good, but then, we didn't have the team success that we wanted. Like, we're all confident in, who we can be and what this team can be. So, yeah, man, that's it's fun to be able to look forward to that and to be able to work to get that done.
With that said, Masai at this time last year was saying that most rebuilds take 3 to 6 years, but here you guys are a year in and well positioned to make a jump next year. What makes you guys confident that you're ahead of the curve in that process?
I think just the way I look at it, like having rookies, that go out there and are producing at the level that they're at, it's not normal, and then just the talent we have, just and getting BI, like having Scotty. We already have 2 guys that have been all-stars, Quick and I, trying to get there. It's like we have so much, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's a good problem to have. We have so much, and we have the attitude for it. We have the humbleness. We have the care for one another, cheering for each other. The coaching staff, the discipline. We have everything that we need. We have what it takes, and we're going to work. So it doesn't matter how we get there, honestly. It might not be the prettiest, but we know that we're going to, we know we're going to be a good team. We're going to be competing. It's just a matter of the work and a matter of time.
Okay. What you learned from having the ball in your hands more earlier this year and then at times down the stretch here?
Man. One I learned, I can't turn the ball over as much as I did. So it was cool to be able to, get put in that position and learn from those things. Have a defense guard me a little differently than, I have in my career. So it was a cool experience because I think that that's now something that brings an extra layer of Quick can bring the ball up, I can bring the ball up, Scotty, B.I., I think it brings me that level of comfort now in these games. Like, man, if they want to pick up quick full court, I could bring it up and, help him out that way. Scotty too, things like that. I can help set them up, because they always set me up. So, yeah.
Manuel quickly in training camp said RJ cuts when he thinks he has a chance to score. And with Brandon Ingram coming in and being a high-level passer, are you excited at the prospect of you share the ball a lot, Scotty shares the ball a lot, Brandon shares the ball a lot, that kind of, I guess, a dynamic?
Quick's funny. Yeah, I think you try to cut the score. And sometimes your cuts either will probably could, suck the defense in and get a wide open shot for somebody else. But I think with BI's passing or whenever I see Yak get the ball and he's standing like this, I'm cutting, So just try to, have a different way that I can kind of be effective. But also, just for the team, being that guy that cuts, when I get into the paint, people are aware of that, So I think my cuts can definitely help either create space for BI or, get an easy bucket for the team. So, yeah.
You were obviously a high draft pick yourself, and this organization doesn't know where they're going to be picking yet in the draft. But what sort of excites you about the draft process moving forward, and how closely have you followed the draft process since you've come into the league?
I have some. I normally would say I normally don't pay attention too much to the draft before I got here, I guess. But this year, I really enjoy college basketball. So I was definitely watching some stuff more closely. But I mean, the draft is great. Just from looking at our rookies right now, man, they're amazing. So whatever, we do in the draft of Raptors, they have a reputation of always finding a hidden gem or, finding something good. Even with Scotty, he's a lot better than I think people thought he was going to be coming in. So, yeah, no, they just have an eye for talent.
What's the RJ Barrett scouting report on the Duke kids?
Man, if you wanna win, you want some players that'll be around, be impactful for a long time. Those Duke guys, man. Got a couple guys coming in the draft this year. They're very solid. I was able to play actually against Cooper, in the summers and stuff. So, yeah, man, Duke's great. I love Duke.
Almost as good as Yusuf.
Nah, man, that was. It's funny. It's funny how life works. Same thing that happened to same thing Houston did to Duke happened right back to them. Yeah, I was definitely a Florida Gator fan that day.
RJ, a lot of times on teams that don't win, chemistry can be. It didn't seem to be an issue this year. Is there an attribute or an element that allowed this group to sort of keep together and kind of pull
our culture, man. Our culture and the guys we have, the guys that front office brings in, man. We have good people here. We had some better chemistry here on the losing year than I've had on some winning teams. So, yeah, this something that's encouraging and that kind of helps us know that we really do have a chance, here coming in the future just because of that.
Often people talk about rookies fitting into the culture that already exists. I'm wondering if, obviously they don't set the culture, but by the way that they responded, did they almost reinforce it and strengthen it?
Yeah, for sure. They're great. Especially you bring a guy like Jamal in, he has so much personality. If you probably ask everybody on the team, everybody loves Jamal. And I think for him, with the rookies, he kind of brought that personality. And then, I think one by one, you saw, each of the rookies start to come out their shell a little more. But, yeah, man, the rookies, they're great.
A lot of the guys have been crediting you, though, for just keeping the group together. I know you said that, you felt like you had a really great year on both ends. What did he do to, empower you?
Man, he's a really good coach. He cares about us. You know, he really does. He comes in and he challenges us every single day. You know, every single day, and it's nice when you know that you have somebody that cares about you, makes you want to play. You know, even harder for them. You know, and Darko's a guy you can have conversations with, man, about anything, and he's very helpful. He's always teaching, but you know, he sits there, he listens to us and our ideas. So like that stuff is great. Sometimes, you know, when games have happened and we talk to him about something, and he's like, all right, okay, we'll change it. I guess we're doing that. You know, just got us open to that. Like, it's great.
For so much of his tenure, it's been about developing, teaching. Next year, unless something wild happens, the expectations are probably going to be a bit raised. What makes you think he, in addition to those, he has like the in-game stuff to really be successful as a coach?
Yeah, man, for sure. You know, expectations will definitely be higher next year. And then, I mean, I think one of the signs of Darko being a good coach is just the stuff we run, you know, getting like 30 assists a night is like, you know, it means we're sharing the ball and we're playing the right way. And I don't know if you guys have seen Darko's ATOs, but we either like get a wide open shot or we score like every single time. So he has some good stuff. He's a student of the game. So, you know, we definitely trust in Darko.
There are a bunch of guys.
I thought I was getting away with it.
RJ, there are a bunch of guys in the league at your position even that speak very highly of Darko and his impact on their careers. Desmond Bain, Devin Booker, to name a couple. But, like, obviously easier to spend that time individually with a player as an assistant than it is as a head coach. In your experience with him, how is what he's doing as a head coach unique from a player development standpoint?
I think he's a little more hands-on, you know, like he's a little more hands-on. I said he's always teaching, you know, so that helps. You're in a constant state of communication with your coach. That builds trust, you know what I mean? That builds trust. And like I said, he cares about his players, cares about winning. Like, so when you have all those things coming together, it makes it easier to go out and play basketball when you got somebody on the sideline you trust.
Obviously, you got traded here partway through last season, but having a full season under your belt, you know, what's been the best part of being able to play at home?
Boy, do I love the fans, man. Going to Scotiabank and, like, you know, hearing my name called in the starting lineup, you know, just I feel like a little kid. You know, I feel like a little kid, and like I'm really living a dream right now. It's funny. I was literally talking to my best friend last night. Like, he's like, "Yo, when you guys get back to the playoffs, like when you guys, you know, get back to being the Toronto Raptors like that, like," he's like, "It's gonna be so crazy in the city." And I'm like, man. So yeah, I think about stuff like that. You know, every day. I'm really excited for that, and I think being able to play here in this culture that the Raptors have here, I fit in perfectly. So yeah, I've been really enjoying my time here.
RJ, I'm just curious. In the past, obviously you shot the free throws at a high rate. You were doing it in New York, I think 83% before the trade. Like, what do you think went on this year there, and how do you get back to that at the line?
Going back to what my man said, I'm tired. But I've been a better free throw shooter than what I was this year. So I'm not worried about it. Just gonna go into the summer and work on them, and I'll be all right. You know, I've had way better seasons, so yeah, I'll be okay.
RJ, statistiquement, cette saison était la meilleure pour toi, personnellement. Pour toi, quel est le prochain niveau? Qu'est-ce que tu penses travailler cet été pour aller à un autre niveau?
En défense, je dois être meilleur là et aussi mes lancers francs. Ouais, mes lancers francs, ils étaient horribles. Alors, ouais, je dois être meilleur avec ça aussi.
Et moi, RJ, je voulais avoir ton sentiment sur le fait d'avoir pu jouer avec AJ Lawson en NBA cette année. Qu'est-ce que ça représente pour toi?
Mais ça, c'est mon frère. Alors, je suis content, il est ici pour 2 ans, je pense. Il a. Ouais, alors, ça, c'est très important et je suis très content pour ça.
Hey, it's JYD. Thanks for watching the Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
On the run, Finch to JYD! Beautiful pass. Chuck, one of the things I'm noticing about this card.